veganism is 150,000% about one thing, and that is peace. That is peace. And that is peace. I don't know how that sounds to you out there, but for me, veganism is about non-violence in all aspects of life, not just in animal cruelty. And I am all for animals. I am an animal lover. I love and respect animals, and that is a huge reason why I'm vegan, and because I don't agree with how they're treated, and I don't believe that they are here for my consumption. But in addition to the animals, veganism is a symbol of peace in and out. If I can survive without harming another being, then my body becomes a conduit for all peaceful energy. This world would be such a better place if we could all just stop the violence in all different areas. That can, you know, translate from war, which is like a really big example of violence, all the way down to the way in which we communicate to one another and the language that we use to one another. I believe that there is a way to live without violence. Not to say that I don't screw up, not to say that I don't hurt people, because I do, and I mess up, and I'm not perfect, just like all of us are not perfect. But what I say is I believe that I strive for an existence of non-violence. As a kid, I ate a pretty standard American diet. I would say my mom is German, so a lot of our food was super rich in meat and dairy. However, my mom was super big into home cooking, and I did not eat any really processed food at all as a kid. So I don't have, I would say, like the craving or taste for like crap food. I mean, of course I love it. Of course I like want it. But transitioning into veganism wasn't as difficult as I think as for some other people, because I didn't have that like fake sugar addiction thing, which I am lucky. I ate a lot of meat. For some reason I thought it was like sexy to like boys, I guess, like to be like, oh yeah, I can eat a steak, like I could eat a bunch of hamburgers. Like then I went through a really, really tough breakup with my first love at my end of college, and I just was like a hot mess, and I was like, I need something to help me out. I need something to focus on. I need something to put my soul into and like my love into. I found vegetarianism. I watched Forks Over Knives, and I remember just like crying, and I was like eating chocolate and like going through this breakup at the same time, and I was like, I need this. This is what I'm gonna do. So I threw myself into vegetarianism, learned as much as I could, and at the time I knew about veganism, but I was like, no, I cannot afford this. Like, I make no money as a college student. I'm about to like go into the world and try to be like an artist, like a theater artist. For some reason, I convinced myself that I couldn't afford it. So I don't still really know what that was about, because I didn't notice any difference, by the way, in switching from being a vegetarian to being vegan. A big reason of how I moved into veganism was watching Cowspiracy, and then my little sister at the time, I think she was 14, became vegan, just like overnight, cold turkey, was just like, I'm doing this. And I was just like, my God, if my 14-year-old sister can do this, like, and various friends around me can do this, like I can do this. Like, I didn't realize that I've been feeling slightly sick my entire life. I'm not sure if that's because I actually am like slightly lactose intolerant, or if it's just that like my body and our bodies don't digest dairy well. And I didn't realize until I was vegan how sick, like how slightly sick I felt all the time, and how hard it was to digest. I just remember feeling like once I transitioned to vegetarian and then to vegan, I was like, oh my God, I just feel lighter, and my body feels like easier to move. I have energy, like I just feel like alive again. I love nature, and I'm just big into learning about climate change right now. I'm not going to say I am an expert by any means. I am specifically learning from this group of teens that really inspire me in Pennsylvania. You can see another video I have, but there's this group of teenagers that are just all about saving the planet, and I'm just really inspired by them. I believe that this earth is in pain, and the least I can do is lighten the load for myself and my family. So I am an artist, I am a creative person, I am a theater artist, actress, director, mover, yoga person, all of the things. I personally believe that the arts and ideas and creativity comes through us. Like, I believe that we're a conduit for these ideas to come through, for culture and for change. If my system is like all muddy, I don't think I receive ideas as well, and I don't think I receive creative input as well. And for me, veganism is like very tied in with my creativity. and my ability to see with clear eyes and to listen with an open heart. So I'm vegan for my creativity as well, which I know is like a really weird answer, but that is a huge part. And also I am very spiritual. I don't know what a name is for what I believe other than that I believe in the earth. And it's not for me about a name. It's about that I feel this divine source around me and around all of us all the time. And I know for me, eating an animal that died in pain, I'm consuming that negative energy. And man, I just don't need that. I don't need to consume that pain. And I noticed that my mood was different. I was depressed. I was on meds. I was just, in a lot of pain at various points in my life. And not to say that it was because of meat or because of dairy, but I do believe that there is an energy transfer when we consume the body of another animal. We are getting a piece of their life. Whew, that is some dark and heavy stuff to carry with us. I have been vegan for 1.5 years. I absolutely love it. I don't see myself going back anytime, ever. This is what works for me and my body. I feel clean, I feel clear, my skin, my face, my body is just like, it just processes, it's just happy. It feels good to talk about it. It actually feels really good to talk about this, so thank you for holding space for me. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. This is good. Peace.